People who like this game are based. Wait, no, based is a good thing, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's okay, so there's two slang terms, I guess you could say, of the younger generation that I don't understand, and that is cap and based.
Why don't you understand cap?
Is cap a good thing or a bad thing? Because people will be like cap or no cap, and I don't.
Cap is basically lying. So like if I say that's cap, that means you're lying. And then if someone's like, yeah, that was crazy, no cap, I mean, that's crazy, I'm not lying.
All right, thank you for awakening my. Okay, well, this has been Gen Z talk with.
But I don't know about based.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think it's like based is like it's not a popular opinion, but it's the better opinion. I think.
I just use it.
You just use words you don't
Based.
know. Based. I see it on Twitter a lot. For you, and this blew my mind, right? So I'm saving up for whatever. I'm still in between car and place. Obviously, I'm at that point in my life where I have enough to do either, but still, I'm very hesitant because of the financial shit that's happened to me in the past. But so I was like, oh, you know, like a car, I want to put down like 5K, and I have that amount of money, but like I don't know what really to do. I only have like a little bit in my savings. And mom goes, well, why don't you put what you need into savings so that way you don't touch it? And then you build up your checking to what you want it to be, and then you can go use your savings for what you want to use it for. And I was like, wait, people do that? She's like, yeah. And so I'm wondering if you do that. Like, for example, say you just have an expense that you know you need to pay that's like $1,000. Do you put 1,000 from checking into saving just to keep it there until you need it, or do you just leave it all in checking?
I do the opposite.
So you whatever you need.
I'll tell you what I do.
Okay.
So
This is a very interesting conversation. I logged into here, but go on.
So for checking, my max I put in there is 1,000. Everything else is in savings.
So everything. Oh, okay. Interesting. Now.
And then once that 1,000's like low, I'll put another 1,000 in.
Okay. Now
I
I know.
do the exact same thing. I used to have my entire check put into savings back when I was at AT&T. Now I would move the money I needed into checking. Now I do the opposite.
So it's all in checking, basically. I know you have other assets and stuff too, so it grows.
So yeah, so that's interesting. So like my bank account itself, like, isn't that fat? Like, all the rest of the money goes into checking, but I have weekly. Now I've slowed them down. I'm gonna speed them up. So I have like weekly investments into specific stocks and into a general portfolio come out every week of my check. So the difference with that and like something like the savings plan through work is the savings plan through work, I'm heavily restricted on when I can pull that. That Acorns account, I could cash it out tonight and have the money by like Wednesday.
Oh shoot!
If I needed to. Now I have to pay taxes on any gains, but I have to do that on my anything else anyway.
Yeah.
But all that money, like that's mine. I can pull that. So that's why I don't have much money in my savings.
That makes sense.
Because I'd rather let it ride on the stock market because historically the average is about 6% a year. Now it all like last year was down. The year before that was up. So it varies and it fluctuates.
Right.
So also, I don't put like all my money in there, and then I plan on not pulling that money for years.
Gotcha.
It's just in case I need to, I can. So, with something like that, you know, I'd rather it be on the stock market, potentially earn bigger percent. Because like, if you leave money in savings, let's say you have like 20K in savings.
Right.
Like, let's say I forget like what a good like APR would be.
Shoot.
But I mean, you're not even earning the amount that like inflation on average goes up a year.
Right.
So if you don't put anything else in savings, you just leave that savings.
It's not going to grow.
After that year, that 20K is actually worth that 20K is actually worth less than like based on inflation than it was beforehand when you put it in, which is why I like investing. But like last year, I got my cash advance and I put a lump sum into my Acorns account, and then the market went to shit. So my Acorns account is still in the negative.
Oh.
It's recovered a lot, but it's like technically I have lost money in my Acorns account, which is also why you never put money that you're gonna actively need into something like that, because the market could go to shit. A war could start in Ukraine. You know, like,
That's very true.
And now we can.
2023 could happen, right? But historically, through like everything, like the crash of '08, all that kind of stuff, the dot-com bubble, like the stock market has always recovered higher.
Right.
Like, you know, hell, COVID happened and they poured tons and tons of money to like basically save the markets and all that, and it dive bombed and then like rocketed to the moon within like a couple months. Like, it was insane. So I'll tell anybody, if you have extra money, if you like are loading up your savings, try to throw at least a little bit in some investments. Have the money at least, you know, try to earn at least something over time, but obviously do it within whatever you can afford.
Yeah, you gotta be reasonable and
like
with
if
moderation.
you throw half your check in there, but you like that makes you live like paycheck to paycheck, like that is kind of you're tripping.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I put all my tax returns into investment.
Nice, that's smart. I did that last year, which again was terrible timing.
Right.
Because I did it and like the market went down for like months after that. So yeah, I'm still, and the sad part is, I entered 2022. Now I had way less money in there, but at like about a 10% gain over the lifetime of my Acorns portfolio. And it's taken me till like just now, and I'm at like still a -2, because I put all that like lump sum tax money, and then I threw a bunch of money when I got the cash advance because I didn't need the money, but it's a cool benefit.
Oh, GG's. That was really close, Kai. Yeah, I just think because I've had so much like financial like issues and trauma from before, it's just the whole conception. I don't know if conception's the right word, but like the whole process, I'm getting readjusted back to a normal lifestyle. So like what we were talking about before you hopped on was like, I was talking about like, I need this amount of money for something. My mom's like, just put it into savings and then let it stay there until you need to use it. And I was like, I don't know, because I'm not used to having a lot of money in my checking. And so the concept is like, it's stupid when you think about it, but it's like, it's still my money. It's still there. It's just in a different place.
Like, what, you're gonna spend it?
Yeah, eventually.
No, but I'm saying like the point of putting it into your, or like moving it from account to account, is if you think if it's gonna be there, you're gonna spend it.
I never even had the option or the income to budget, so I think it might be good for me to practice.
Yeah, I mean,
which is crazy.
And like honestly, you keep talking about a car. Are you like, have you put? That's crazy that worked. Have you put any like money away specifically, or you just have like a lump amount?
Yep.
And
that
no, sucks.
I've been basically every paycheck since I have the disposable income, I've just been dropping like pretty much a grand into my savings.
Nice, smart.
Those were all like a frame off.
That's a big ass egg. Now that we talked about finances, let's go into crypto. No, I'm just kidding. This match is too close for comfort for me.
You could die any second. Like that.
Like right.
Dang.
That, right?
GG's.
Good game.
I was making a general statement about Bowser, but it just, yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. Dinosaur beat dinosaur.
It is canon.
No, like for example, when I went to go buy my Mustang, the GT, it was deep during COVID. I'm not doing shit, so I'm just sitting at home. I'm like, damn, I hit like a year left on my car. It like my charger just hit like 102,000 miles. I'm like Chryslers like perpetually have issues at like 100K plus. So I start, I'm sitting here doing nothing. I'm getting Biden bucks and Trump dollars back then, Biden bucks. Like,
ooh.
you know, why not? You know, I like looked around and then I was like, oh shit, like the used car market's hot right now. Wow.
What?
Oh my! You didn't
Used car market's hot right now. My Charger's worth. I owed like 6K on it. It was worth like 11. So I was like, oh shit. Like, okay, that like for sure puts me in the market to go shop around.
Yeah.
Because I'm positive equity on my car, and then also I'm not only not spending any money because I'm not doing anything, but I'm getting like handout money from the government, like that I don't need. But I was, you know, I was in the pay bracket where I still got it, which is cool.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of what made me want to look into it. And then I was like, oh shit, like financially, I had this money that I had saved up, not specific for anything really. Now also, I didn't know we were going to be buying a house. That would have changed things.
Right.
We found out like, oh damn. We found out like, literally like a month after I bought a car and put money down that like, oh hey, we can't re-rent our place. We're probably just going to buy.
Right.
But yeah, I just, you know, I got it to the point where, okay, I'm comfortable putting this amount of money down. My insurance is only going up like $20 a month, and my monthly payment on my car changed by $15 a month.
That's not too bad.
For me to like go to a new car. Now, I could have held out for another year, had the Charger, then I'm done paying it off. Obviously, that's great, but also it's me and I wanted a nice car, and the risk of having a Dodge Chrysler product past 100K was always in the back of my mind as well.
I see. Ooh, Zelda. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, speaking of car insurance, you mentioned that a second ago. It's like everything's going up in the States. I feel. There's like, I was talking to a coworker and she said hers went up. I mean, hers also is like with the house insurance and stuff too, and she has like a family.
Yeah.
But she said it went up like $250. And when she called to ask about like the huge jump, because she's a good driver, she doesn't have any accidents or anything like that, their excuse was, oh, because it's expensive to get car parts right now. And she was like, well, what does that have to do with me?
Wrong. So what kind of happened? Okay, so what kind of happened is the value of every car went up.
Oh my God.
So I think that was probably part of it. Is like, so when you run your insurance for a car, like for example, my 94 Accord had like stupid insurance just because 90s Hondas were stolen so much.
Oh, really? Oh!
Yeah, because people
good.
would just like, you know, like everyone in Glen Burnie that drives like a clapped out Honda Civic that sounds like a lawnmower? Like, that's why.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally why. Like, those people are why. I can't even make that shit up.
That is wild. Also, Ryan,
those are like the loudest slow cars ever, I swear. Like, those people put $1,000 into their Hondas and they make like maybe 100 horsepower more.
Ooh.
Oh, that was sick.
I think you did it to my Ryan. Did you do that to my Star earlier when I downed?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't like. Okay, so I mean, a 200-something month jump is, you know, inexcusable. But what I would always remember, there's certain products in life where you are not under contract. And car, home, auto, like all that insurance is one of them. You are not under contract by any means.
Meaning they can just change it, right?
You can change to another company.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Like, no, you can change. You can say, okay,
Gotcha.
Fuck you, Flo.
Oh.
Flo's gonna hook me up, or Allstate's gonna hook me up, or Affleck, like whoever, right? It's like the same with like phone companies. Recently, I don't know if you've seen commercials. A lot of phone companies talk about their promos that they're like AT&T's huge thing right now is about how all the promos are also for their existing customers.
Yeah.
Because for years, the smartest thing to do with mobile phones was to switch every 2 years.
That's what I was about to say, like just moving it around.
All the promos were the best for new customers.
Oh, wow. She
and
dies at
screenshots
really low
that-
percents.
So, like, I think they finally caught on, and all like, hey, new activations paid, and buy one get one free. That's 2 phones instead of 1.
Yeah.
I know T-Mobile's like price guaranteed shit.
Yeah, that's
Like, it
smart.
won't
But
pay.
T-Mobile's always been honestly like way more, like
Customer
customer.
friendly.
Yeah,
Friendly.
it's their way back in. I mean, their service used to be worse than Sprint's.
Yeah.
Now, and also Sprint was on the verge of owning them, and now, T-Mobile owns Sprint, which is crazy.
Yeah, they
That's how quick that dude, the old CEO that used to be on their commercials all the time.
Mm.
That dude's legit. He literally like saved and brought T-Mobile like to be what it is now. Like they had for months now, or not months, for multiple quarters in a row, they had like the most improved network out of all the major carriers. Now,
Oh, wow.
Was their network shit for a long time?
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Oh, yeah.
easy to be the most improved, yes, but it didn't matter. Like they were the most improved. They were adding 4 times
Thank
4
you.
times as many subscribers a quarter that AT&T and Verizon were.
Sheesh.
They're making less per customer, but it's working.
Yeah, he definitely saved the company.
For example, the whole pay for phones thing instead of contracts.
Uh-huh.
Literally, like every other country in the world and every other way to buy a phone has always been that way, except like the U.S. market that did contracts. And T-Mobile was the first company to go to what it is now, and everyone followed suit with the, just finance the phone as part of your plan.
So
Because
smart.
if you were in a 2-year contract, you were stuck. With T-Mobile, you just pay the phone off and you can leave. And everyone's like, "Oh shit, okay." If the monthly
makes a
bill
lot
stayed
of
about the
sense.
same, they made the service cheaper, and then you had to pay for the phone. So the bill stayed about the same. It worked out really well. So all the carriers were like, "Fuck, that sounds cool."
Ah, no! This is like the worst counter for my up air. Dude. No, but that makes sense. Oh, that was such an intense stock. We kept going
It
back and
was.
forth. Yeah, your Kirby's, like, legit.
That would
Stop
never
doing
work on
that.
Kirby.
I command you. Yeah, I feel like phone companies, I mean, every company's going to be a little bit predatory to the consumer, but I do think they've gotten better with it. What I think has really gotten
AT&T's
predatory...
best thing they did in years was stop trying to push DirecTV like so hard and like actually give a fuck about their service again.
Right.
And like their phone customers, like we were bleeding phone customers and then not making shit. Like we bought DirecTV and it was worth half as much as we paid for it like 5 years later.
Damn.
DirecTV sucks.
DirecTV's some ass cheeks. I'm so glad that I hated selling that shit.
GG's. That was stressful.
Like everything else AT&T carried, I could sell no problem because I like believed it was good. I fucking hated DirecTV. I didn't want anyone in their right mind to get it. Like if it's something I don't want, why would I sell it to somebody?
No, that's good morals. That's having, like, a good
Yeah.
a moral compass
Like,
right there.
But like I had to. So like I'm like, yeah, man. I mean, now some people that had like outrageous cable bills and we had good promos. Like the one time we were giving away $500 off a Samsung TV. That shit was insane.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
Oh yeah, that flat screen, like, yeah, $500 off. Just you gotta sign up for DirecTV.
Damn.
You'd pay like your first month's bill was the value of that coupon, or not first month, the first year of like service
Mm-hmm.
was like 500.
Huh. Yeah, I just think it's so great.
Oh,
Excuse
man.
me. I saw something on Twitter, and it was comparing the prices of cable to streaming service, all the streaming services, and
Problem is, there's so many now.
it's it's getting absolutely ridiculous. And then the most expensive ones. Okay, so let me put it this way: Amazon Prime is like the best value in my opinion. You're literally paying like $5 a month, and you get all this stuff on top of the streaming service. Like, you're not just getting...
Prime is... Who told you it's $5 a month?
That's what the things... Is it not $5 a month? Am I wrong?
It's now $200 a year.
Really?
Or more expensive per month.
It might just be Prime TV, Justin.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, then I'm misinformed. Because it was like the
Amazon
smallest
Prime
one
is
on the
not
graph.
cheap,
See,
but,
this
like,
is why
to
you
me-
don't just listen to Twitter.
To me, like, Amazon Prime is still worth it.
Yeah.
Especially, like, as much as we used, and I use it now, and shipping over here, but, like, as much as my family used it, too, like, 2-day shipping guaranteed on basically everything is sick.
Every
sad.
streaming service monthly. Because, like, there's things that are just getting absolutely ridiculous. Like, let me look
We
here.
gotta think, man, the whole streaming services way in is, like, exclusive content. If you can watch the thing in 4 different places, why would you get an extra service? But the problem is exclusive content's not cheap. Especially good exclusive content with, like, big name people. It's why, like, Disney can afford to make all, like, the Marvel shows with, like, the real, like...
Right. So, what I see on here, and this is from CableTV.com.
I can't believe that worked.
Oh
GG.
my gosh.
Okay.
We got HBO Max at $15 a month. Prime at $15 a month. Peacock at $10 a month. Disney Plus
Yes,
at
that was the other thing that happened. So, like, Netflix, for example, you go on there and watch The Office, Parks and Rec, all this shit.
Peacock
like,
has it now.
Famous, huge shows. Well, every cable company or every, like, channel has their own service now as well. And so all of that, like, stuff you grew up watching on TV, because back 15 years, everyone had TV. It wasn't streaming. Everyone had TV. So, okay, Friends or Parks and Rec, The Office, like, you'd watch that shit. And so all that stuff that, like, people know and recognize and love is now all split on all these different services that all have the rights to it.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, like, is it... I guess the question is, and I guess it depends on the person and what your taste is and what you enjoy, but is it really worth it? Because, like, I'm just thinking, reflecting myself, right? And there's only Netflix, for example. Now, fortunately, a lot of these services, like, I don't pay for. Like, either my parents pay for it or, like...
Like, I have YouTube Premium and, like, YouTube Music that I share with Brooks, and I have his Netflix account. So I don't
Right,
pay
yeah,
for
yeah,
Netflix.
that's what I was about to say, is, like, you know, you kind of, like, hodgepodge it with other people to kind of...
Yeah,
Because that's what
so
you have to do,
part of-
because it's getting ridiculous.
Part of also that what's nice is, I'll give them credit, the Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, like, combo is a pretty good value. So we have that, and then, like, I had Apple TV for a bit, and I canceled it, and then never restarted it. I meant to, but I had to change. You have to change your market over here to UK market to get, like, UK apps. So, like, if I want, like, UK McDonald's, I can't. Like, the US one won't work. I need the UK McDonald's app.
Oh, I didn't know
If you have
that.
any active subscriptions, you can't change your market.
Gotcha.
So,
Nice.
anyway, so I had to cancel it, never really went back. But yeah, Apple TV, Hulu we don't really use. We just haven't really had a need for it. Like, My Hero would probably be the only thing we'd really watch on it. But also, Hulu is straight up not available in the UK. So I'd have to VPN it, which I'm still working on doing that on the TV. Besides that, yeah, damn. Like, Prime Video is because we have Prime. Like, we would have Prime whether Prime Video was a thing or not. Like, our value proposition for Prime is the shipping and all that, because we use Amazon so much as a family.
Yeah. And it's like, it's in total you're getting a value, but it's just like, I'm thinking about stuff, right? And it's just like, and I mean, now we'll get into the sports in a second, but it's like Netflix, there's only like 2 or 3 shows that I, like, actually watch regularly when they come out, and then it's like the rest of it is literally just sitting there. And also, the quality of Netflix is awful. I am genuinely convinced that AIs and monkeys make up, like, half of the shows and movies on there now, because some of the premises...
The thing I will give Netflix credit for is, as much as some people might hate it or whatnot, I think we've talked about it before, they're like reality TV, like garbage TV content
Uh-huh.
is really, really good garbage shit TV.
Yeah.
Like The Circle, Love Is Blind, like shit like that, like has worked so well for them, and like done so well. But like, the problem is too, when you're like someone like Netflix, you drop all this big ass money on like a big actor, big deal Netflix original, and it flops, you're fucked. Like that's so much money gone.
Right. And then
Netflix,
it's like,
honestly, has to pay so much for royalties on stuff on movies and all that. Their margins per customer aren't that much. That's why the price keeps going up.
yeah,
like,
and then
Netflix legit is not like a big earning business.
No. And then also the model is kind of flawed with the whole binge, because the products don't become relevant after a week of binging, and people don't want to talk about it because they don't want to spoil it.
Oh, that was nice. Look at like HBO with
Damn.
Game of Thrones. Like them releasing that shit weekly, right? And everyone would talk about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the next day, that'd be trending every single time a new episode came out on. So instead of getting one thing of publicity about it, you're getting the whole month, and people are coming back, and they have to keep. If all they watch is Game of Thrones, they still have to keep that subscription for like 3 months.
Right. Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, I don't think there really is a solution. Like, cables.
No, especially now that all the cable companies themselves, I would still argue what we're in now is still better. You have more options. You used to not have an option. You want to watch shit on your TV, like, okay, you're paying the cable bill, and honestly, sometimes cable's not that bad. Sometimes it's really fucking expensive. It kind of just depends. Again, that was another thing where like it paid to change your provider.
No shot.
Oh, damn.
GG's. That was really close.
GG. I baited all 5 of those out. I was happy I did that.
Yeah,
Brian, the second you finally read a side B, move to middle of the stage and let like a forward smash rip,
don't tell him
I'm
that.
gonna lose my shit. I'm waiting for it for so long.
Don't tell him that. No.
Like I've read one of his. I read from like 5 seconds before he did it. I'm like, please just go stand on the stage and forward smash. We didn't do it. I was so sad.
But speaking of subscriptions, my student discounts for Spotify and Hulu are gonna end, so that's.
Well, that's another thing. You got music subscriptions too.
Now that is better, 100% better. Songs used to cost $1.29 a song.
That is, oh yeah, the iTunes days.
The price of one album is the price of that monthly subscription. You can listen to as much as you want.
That is true.
That is way better.
That is true.
Very true.
And then, so going back a little bit then, because I mean, yeah, I mean, there's ethics behind like the artists getting paid and stuff, but I don't really know the back stuff to that for like Spotify and everything.
I mean, Taylor Swift like held out on Spotify that 1 year, but they literally said she would have made like $6 million. So like, oh shit!
Oh!
No way! The boomerang?
That was clean as fuck. I can't even be mad at that kill, bro. Like that was crazy, and you somehow got behind me. Grenade that actually helped you get some lift. But yeah, like, and also like the whole music industry itself could be a topic in itself with how shady like the producing and stuff can be. But that's its own like wormhole and rabbit hole. But the fact that like, what are you guys' takes on like sports now getting into like locking content behind different streaming providers or streaming services?
It's always been channels, which is why you pay so much for sports fees.
Yeah, I mean,
it's literally it's a different way of getting the same stuff.
No shot.
It's definitely like if you pay for it.
Like for example, YouTube
I'm
getting
not gonna watch it. Okay.
YouTube getting Sunday Ticket is huge. Like actually insane. Because that being locked, like DirecTV loses its way into like 90% of households. Who the fuck would get DirecTV now if you can't get Sunday Ticket?
I definitely wouldn't because I watch it illegally.
Yeah, I mean I'm lucky, so over here you can get Game Pass International, which is all the games.
Oh yeah.
But it's because there's not nearly as much distribution rights and all that over here.
I watched all the games almost this year legally.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, so where's the line? Like, are you guys, like, where do we think that, like, because there's all these different streaming services and all these different, like, is it okay to find ways to watch them where you're not paying?
I mean, I don't care. I don't care ethically. I mean, I'm not one to make that argument because I don't care.
Yeah, ethically.
Like yeah, I don't care. Is it like not okay? Like technically yes, because that's their content, and they own the rights to it. But
then,
like, I don't give a fuck.
My thing is, like, as long as you're not distributing it or streaming it or like profiting off of it.
I mean, it's still legal though.
Yeah.
Like, if that was the case, then.
Oh!
What? How many jumps?
I thought I had
if
3 there.
Case, then I don't want to talk because I'm trying to not blow this game.
Oh, come on! I wasn't even under you. That was your leg, not your sword. GG.
That's my third leg. But if you use that argument that like, oh, it's just too expensive to stream it illegally, or like whatever, like, okay, so morally, I don't give a fuck. I'll just watch it how I want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, the reason I paid to have NFL games versus trying to find a stream for them is I'd rather just it be easy. I just pull up the game from anywhere, my phone, my TV, and it's in 4K. It looks good.
Right,
like, it's not choppy, and I gotta find a different source every time and all that. Also, it's easier for me because in the U.S. I don't have that option.
Right.
Over here, again, I can get Game Pass International.
This is a sponsor for Game Pass International. No, I'm just kidding. So
again, YouTube now getting the rights to Sunday Ticket's huge. Like, actually insane. And like, Apple TV paid like $3 million for like I forget how many years to be the exclusive home of the MLS.
Dang. Yeah, it's big money for sure.
Like, as much as you talk about like, oh, shit's expensive, the cable, like, the viewership's up, the cable companies are willing to pay it.
Dang.
And you have to also remember, like, the salary cap is based off of how much they make on TV deals and all that. Like, the players literally, not only like owners, but players get paid proportionally on that. It's why the NBA contracts have gone up so much, and the NBA players get paid so much.
Yeah, NBA players.
The NBA players get paid so much because not only are the teams small relative to
like football,
but also
American football.
Like the contracts, the viewership and the contracts have gone through the roof.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, remember, it's all like one thing pays for the other thing. So like they're like, big company, right, is paying multi-billion-dollar contract.
Right.
To be the exclusive home of these, like, select NBA games or whatever.
Oh!
But then they can take... That was good. They can take that viewership, and now they sell advertisements. And they can say, look, year over year, like, this advertisement's going to reach, like, a couple million people, guaranteed. Like...
Nice.
So that's why it's all a cycle.
Yeah, it's like a giant, vicious cycle. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I think for me, just going off of like what you're saying, like I agree. Like morally, ethically, don't really care. But
you have to literally take like, okay, how interested are you in watching something or not?
Right.
And is it worth that amount of money? Like, I like football. So me paying like £150 for an entire season and playoffs of NFL football is worth it because I enjoy watching it.
You smoothed right there. That was a clean little combo you did.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's like for movies. What was that, Ryan?
I hated it, but I also loved it.
Yeah, like for movies, for example, right now you can rent standard definition like $3, HD $4.
Yeah, I would just I support it. Well, one, I like the atmosphere, getting the popcorn, getting to be in a live audience.
I'm talking about renting them at home.
Yeah,
no, I love going in person. I won't stop going.
The experience for me is definitely worth it, but also like if it's a movie that I know I'm not that interested in, then yeah, sure, I'm not gonna feel as bad if I watch it by different means. But if I actually want to support and make sure like
sick.
good, oh my goodness. Make sure like good content is happening. I'm gonna put money like Puss in Boots, for example. That movie is amazing, but people give DreamWorks a lot of crap, and like people are like, oh, it's a Puss in Boots sequel. Now, obviously, that's not the case for this movie because the ratings are really good and all that. But like, I wanted to make sure. Damn. I wanted to make sure my money was going to that because like I support it. It was really good. it's a product that I want to
for me,
continue.
I don't care about that. But that's because it's if it's like an indie movie, that's different. It's DreamWorks. Like
I mean, like I know they're big, but
franchises are worth like billions of dollars.
I think more so what I'm trying to say is like money talks.
Care about the cut that the movie theater is taking.
Right,
because
right.
I enjoy the service of going and seeing the movie there, buying the overpriced popcorn, right? So I would more be thankful for that chain, and yes, I'll support that chain by going to that chain.
Okay,
like,
all right.
Everyone kind of has like a favorite movie theater.
Yeah.
To go to.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like, I would look at it from that, not like the studio making the movie.
Okay, that's interesting. I was thinking studio in the sense that just because like I'm just gonna use Puss in Boots as an example again. They did something different and it paid off well. Like it's letting them know because money talks. Like if you actually put effort into your movie, it's going to perform better. Like, yes, you have Minions. Yes, you have the stuff that will automatically be really good hot sellers. But, like, you can put in effort and get better reward for it.
Yo, look at, for me, like, How to Train Your Dragon. That shit's fire.
Oh, yeah. Pun intended. Pun intended.
Hell, I love Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda's also fire.
Like,
very underrated.
All DreamWorks products, like, their animation's legit. They make some, like, cash grab, all the kids in the world are gonna want to see this shit. Yeah, but they also make good stuff.
Right.
They make, like, and, like, oh my god, Shrek. Like, Shrek is amazing.
Yeah.
Shrek 2 is one of the few, like, sequels that is legitimately better than the original, and the original was very good.
I need to watch, I don't know where I can find Shrek 2, but I need to watch Shrek 2. I haven't seen it in forever.
They're so good for
no
their time.
shot.
Oh my god, these movies are so good. Damn, that was sick.
Thank you.
That read was sick.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
All right. Nice counter. Oh See, what happened was you scared me.
I know.
The intimidation factor really played a part in that. But yeah, you really need to watch Pinocchio on Netflix.
I'm telling you, I probably won't.
It's so good though.
Like I don't just sit down and watch movies that often.
You need to though. Like I was crying. I was tearing up the first 3 minutes of the movie. Like it gets you. It's a different experience than a lot of movies that we've watched as of late. I don't know. I just feel like it deserves some. Maybe I'll force you to watch it with me someday. Then I guess that's the move then for me. If I ever want you to really watch something, I'll just force you to watch it with me in person.
You just turn it on. It just happens to be on.
Yeah, I'll do that. Because I know we were gonna do the siblings hangout and do Glass Onion, but maybe I'll just force you all to watch Pinocchio too.
Someone already watched Glass Onion. I know that.
Was that?
Someone already watched it.
You already watched it?
No, someone in our household did.
Wait, I thought they said they were waiting for us.
So did I, but when I went to open Netflix the other day, there were too many users on it, and someone was watching Glass Onion.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to talk to that individual because I was waiting for them. Like I literally was going to watch it, and I was like, oh wait a minute, they said they wanted to watch it.
Yep.
All right.
Glass Onion's fire, by the way.
Thank you. Pinocchio is fire. Please watch it. Not the Disney version. No. The
one where he's like a hardened killer.
Yeah, the Guillermo del Toro one.
What is it? Who put it out?
Guillermo del Toro. So
No, you said that, but like, what is it on a service?
Netflix.
Or is it...
Netflix. It's so good. It's long. Like I had to watch it in 2 parts, but I still enjoyed every minute of it. Like it's different than any.
So when he lies, it gets longer. I know it's long. What are you talking about?
It's dark, but it's great. Oh, GG's. It puts you in an existential crisis. Like I was literally sitting there, not able to sleep, thinking about the movie.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that then. I'll watch it like as soon as I wake up, and we got plenty of time.
Yeah, watch it earlier because like that thing had me like in a good way. It had me like shook. I don't know about this matchup.
Watch the menu.
No, but I heard about it.
About what?
You said it sucks.
The menu is so overhyped.
Oh yeah, I heard it was good.
I thought it was ass personally.
Huh? It's a horror movie, right? Or like a thriller?
Hardly.
Huh?
I don't know what it is.
Interesting.
Entertaining would not be it.
Isn't that the beautiful thing about movies? Is you can have a theater of people go in and everyone come out with a different opinion on what they just saw.
Mhm. I just didn't think it was that cool, if I'm honest.
And that is the problem with like hype culture. Is like when you overhype something too much. And I'm victim of this. I've hyped stuff up and then you've watched it and you're like, all right, that was good, but it wasn't as good as you were saying. You know, like tastes are different. I was gonna say no tastes are wrong, but that's incorrect because if you like that Velma show, then nah.
No, fuck that.
I love Velma. Me when I lie.
Pinocchio. Okay.
Damn.
Banjo.
That was
Welcome to Banjo.
Welcome to Banjo. Oh, I'm out. Oh no! Oh,
Serious?
for a second, I thought my
It
spring
just
like.
barely didn't get to you.
Oh. Oh, I rolled into that. Wow. But yeah, Pinocchio is really good. I like that. That's a Netflix thing that I was like, oh well, this is good. You said Glass Onion is good, which is also Netflix exclusive. So you know, they have those rarities where they do pump out decent content, but it's amongst all this fluff.
Okay, they bought the rights to Glass Onion, or
Yeah.
the whole franchise after the first one.
You know, I gotta say, Rian Johnson, the director. Oh no! No! That's why I hate Rian Johnson. Even speaking his name causes misfortune to me. I actually really like all of his movies except one. And it really pains me that like I like his movies because of how much I hate his one movie that he did, which is Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Yeah, fuck his Star Wars movie. It's just trash.
It's so bad. I actually mentioned this on Twitter the other day. I'm wondering your guys' opinions. Like, as kids, normally when you come out of a movie theater, you usually think it's good, right? Like, you don't really have that many tastes, and you don't really leave going like, oh, that movie was bad. Do you guys remember your first movie that you watched where you're like, yeah, this was not a good movie?
I mean, for me, I think of Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It was like all like it was gonna be like bloody and shit, and I talked my dad into going to see it, and it's still a joke between us because it was that fucking terrible.
For me, I don't think I enjoyed like the Peter Rabbit movie at all when I was a kid.
Like with James Corden?
Yeah.
I don't even think I saw that.
I think I was like 5 when it came out. Or something.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, James Corden would ruin any movie. Damn. You came back on that one, sir. GG's.
Hey, that Spike changed everything.
Yeah, that Spike literally did change. Like, it changed me. My DNA has been rearranged. Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
For me, I think it was I can't remember if we saw Mr. McGore.
Oh, wait. I have a way better answer. Harry Potter 1. Because I was 6 when I saw it. I got to see it 3 weeks early, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yep, that's a fair one. That's a fair one. For me, I can't remember if I saw Mr. Mongorium's Wonder Emporium first, or if
that's a weird fucking movie.
It's a weird movie.
Forgot about that.
So I can't
really like it, so probably that. I didn't dislike it.
I went out and I was like, I really didn't. Also, I was butthurt because our options were the B movie or Mongorium's Wonder Emporium, and
watch the B movie.
But the thing was, we had to wait another like hour and a half to watch it because we were doing something. Oh man, for our sister's like charity thing, like they were letting us watch a movie for free or whatever. And so my parents are like, no, we're not waiting around an hour and a half to watch a movie for another hour. Like that movie's long too, like 2 hours or whatever. So they made us go and watch Mr. Mongorium's Wonder Emporium. So I was already butthurt going in, so I don't know if that taints. But I remember going out and like, yeah, that movie was not good. I heard a lot of people like it now as adults. I don't know. Maybe I'll rewatch it someday. I really don't know. But the one going out where I was like disappointed, like as a kid, like the first movie, I was like, wow, I watched that and I don't think I liked it. It tricked me into wanting to like it, but I didn't like it. Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
I've legit never seen an Indiana Jones movie.
Really? Okay, well you need to fix that one. Oh, blasted. No, like the OG, like the first three, Temple of Doom, all those.
I've heard they're good.
They're amazing. Like, yeah, they're really good. They're classics. Like, I would highly recommend. But Crystal Skull, oh my god, Ryan, were you there? Oh my god, 58.
No way that worked.
So I just want the record to show tonight you've been schmooving like no other.
Good game. That's crazy. You were at the perfect percent for those forward airs to connect. Any higher and the second one doesn't hit.
Just
Ryan, I feel the pain.
I'm gonna let you know that's fucked up, and I apologize. That was awesome.
But yeah, Crystal Skull I was so confused. There was like aliens in it. Shia LaBeouf was there for some reason. Like.
I remember
the Transformers money ran out.
that
that was another thing, man. I loved the first Transformers
Dude,
movie.
the visuals are amazing.
It was one of the first movies I ever saw. I think it might have been the first I ever saw. I went with my dad and we saw it in XD. Like right as XD came out at cinema.
Yeah,
and I
like
thought it was like the coolest shit ever. And it was amazing, right? All the rest of those movies are dog shit ass.
Right.
Like they're so bad.
Listen, I'm gonna say the same thing about what's his name, Michael Bay, as I do. Hold on, I'm spacing on the name. Give me 1 second. Everyone loves him for Zack Snyder. They both are really good visual effects and special effects directors. They make some really cool looking stuff. I'm talking Transformers, 300. Like they're good with that stuff. But when it comes to actually directing a movie, absolute dog shit.
I don't like Guardians 1. I mean, Guardians 2 wasn't terrible.
No, Zack Snyder is not Guardians.
Oh, I'm thinking. For some reason, I thought you were talking about James.
Well, I said DC, so that probably confused you a little bit.
Ignore me. No, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah. I would never disrupt or disrespect my Lord and Savior James Gunn. I'm so glad that he's part of the DC.
He's canceled.
Oh yeah, he got canceled for tweeting something in 20. I can't believe I pushed the ice away.
2010 or something.
Yeah, 2010. And those tweets were deleted too.
And it was like a risque joke. It wasn't like that he like sexually assaulted somebody or whatever.
Right. It was about like
someone like that was just too bored was like, oh fuck it. You know what? We should cancel James Gunn today. Go see if he tweeted some wild shit in 2010.
They had to go in the Wayback Machine to find it, guaranteed.
That's what I was saying. You got to delay that. You have to delay it every time.
You gotta wait for me to counter first. Oh, nice roll. Oh.
What just happened?
No, but it's like,
Ooh.
yeah, I'm really excited for what I think he's gonna announce stuff towards the end of the. Like, I'm not super excited. Don't get me wrong. Like, I still don't really have much hope for.
Understand the getting rid of Henry Cavill.
Yeah, because it sounds like.
Because it seems like I thought he was a legitimately good Superman. So just.
No, I agree, and it's like it would make sense if he's rebooting the whole universe, but he just tweeted out a picture of him with the cast of Peacemaker saying, "See you guys soon." So that means he's keeping some GG's. He's keeping some of his it just kind of, to me, it puts a bad taste in my mouth when you're going to keep the actors for the projects that you're doing, but then the loved fan favorite for a really iconic hero, you're like, "No, we're doing a younger story, you're out after we just got you back."
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see Peacemaker, Matt?
I didn't see the show. No, I need to.
Dude, you would love, because you love John Cena anyway.
Yeah,
Dude,
I definitely loved him in the
Suicide Squad. It's so funny.
Way better.
I binged the show. No joke. I binged the whole show in a day.
Wow.
I have never done that, but I binged the. It's so funny. Ryan, would you concur? You told me to watch it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Huh?
It's a good show.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like, it's nothing, like, super ultra amazing, but it's just, like, a good time. It's really funny. It's, like, it doesn't take itself seriously, which is good. But it's not super goofy, like some other shows. Because, like, people don't know how to write good television these days, I feel. That's one thing Marvel hasn't gotten right yet, really, is writing good television. They've had some, like, hidden gems, I guess, or, like, some, like, decent shows, but they haven't really knocked it out of the park yet. WandaVision and, like, Loki are the only two I can really think of at the moment. Oh my god.
God damn it. You get that out so fast.
Didn't She-Hulk get canceled?
Huh?
Didn't She-Hulk get canceled?
I sure hope so. I just don't understand properties that their whole existence is to make fun of the people that are watching it. Like, why are you insulting the audience purposely? It's not funny.
It's hilarious.
It's like, oh, hey, you like the She-Hulk and Marvel Comics? Fuck you. You're an incel. I hate you. You're dumb. You're a male, which makes you automatically stupid and a piece of shit. Let's talk down to you for 9 whole episodes. Ooh-wee. And then it's like, even the show had like the Twitter culture where it's like, oh, you don't like the show? That means you hate women. I hate that shit.
I love that shit.
Oh yeah? There's like people are like, oh, you hate Velma? That means you're racist because they switched the races of the character. No, it's because it's an awful show. I could not care what race the characters are in Velma. That means nothing to me. What I care about is if the jokes and the content is good, and it's absolute dog shit. Even if it's making fun of white people, I don't care. It can be funny if you do it right, but it wasn't done right. And if you're only making fun of white people, then obviously you have an agenda. Okay.
This guy doesn't like woke culture. Boomer.
I am a boomer. I found out recently that I will have graduated from high school in 10 years in a few months. Thanks for bringing that to light, Matt, by the way. That I'm old.
Why did you just say 10 years? Oh, that just made me sad. Because the Ravens haven't won a Super Bowl in 10 years.
What was that?
You saying 10 years reminded me the Ravens haven't won a Super Bowl in 10 years.
Dude, I remember when they won the Super Bowl and right down the street you could just... Oh my... You could see the city, like, blowing up and going crazy. Like, blowing up in a good way. Not like Philadelphia Eagles fans.
I was so mad my parents didn't let me go.
Oh,
like,
really?
Half the senior class was not at school that day.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because they could all drive themselves. And my parents wouldn't let me go. I was so mad. I got home, and I, like, hatefully told them, like, by the way, like, none of my grades showed up.
You took that back so hard, and I'm so mad. Because I was playing really good.
You were playing really well.
GG's.
The problem is, after I killed you, or after you SD'd, I hands off my cocked, and then you didn't hit me after that.
Yeah, honestly,
like,
that's the strat right there.
If I get a hands off my cock out, it's over. You can't let me do that.
Immediately after.
Yeah. No, but I just remember that was crazy.
If you put your hands on the cock, then it nullifies my taunt.
Damn.
But it's not gay.
Not at all.
It's part of the game.
Ooh-wee, it's sure funny to make jokes about penises, alright. I don't even know if I can ooh-wee anymore. Oh my god, that was unfortunate. Oh!
I didn't get it out.
It's right, you didn't. I win.
There's been more development on Justin Roiland and his debauchery. So it seems like since like 2019, even a few years prior to that, there's been settlements done that just weren't public information about him like allegedly like texting like minors and stuff too on top of what's going on. Oh my, that was so smooth. That was so smooth with the hands off his cock. So like it's just getting really bad, and I really don't know what the future of Rick and Morty is going to be. I mean, they have a lot of people that can imitate Justin Roiland's voice because he can only do 2 different voices. And I'm not gonna sit here in front. I actually did, before I knew anything, like, I did like Justin Roiland for a while. I was like, oh, that's his voice. Oh, like, he's in Gravity Falls. Oh, he's Lemon Grab from Adventure Time. That's really cool. And his humor was funny at first, but then everyone tried to emulate it. Everyone tried to do the whole, gosh, we're gonna...
The first couple seasons of, like, I haven't watched it recently.
Yeah.
But, like, I wouldn't be mad about watching it. I would enjoy my time. I loved those first couple seasons.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny, and it was just like, it was such a refreshing, like, it was just a different animated show that was actually good, because a lot of them, like, launched in their kind of ass cheeks.
Right, well, that's also the problem, is, like, it kind of redid the wheel for adult cartoons, and they all started to just copy. Or he was just a part of project. Oh my gosh. Man. The 3 stock. Because, like, he's doing they just did something on Hulu called Koala Man.
That first I was brutal.
Yeah, that was
counter picking me all night. Just kidding, but not actually.
But yeah, so like, I mean, besides his shows, because I guess it's not really fair to criticize his shows for being copies of Rick and Morty, because they literally are his. It's his style.
Wait, no, you guys played first, right? Okay,
yeah.
Yeah. Ryan, are you staying?
Yeah, no, it's not like that. Mm-hmm. That's not his fault. It's just like a unfortunate side effect.
So this is how I see it, right? And I'm not a huge like animation like person. Like, I don't know everything there is to know about everything when it comes to adult animation. But from my understanding, is The Simpsons revolutionized the original sitcom family style adult cartoon, a little bit crude, not too crazy. Then after that, I mean, of course you have your like little off brands like Futurama and stuff, but it's the same creator, so it's not really different. And then you had Family Guy, which was like way cruder, way more like, you know, edgy.
Like, King of the Hill in the 90s was decently.
Oh yeah, King of the Hill too. So King of the Hill, that was more dry adult cartoons.
Yeah.
And then you had like a lot of other Adult Swim shows that were just like get high and laugh at like really weird shit on the TV.
Oh, like like
Super Aqua Teen Force.
Or Robot Chicken.
Oh, Robot Chicken. Yeah. So like they've stayed, like they've all that was nasty. They all have their own little place, right? But
it's just too slow.
You're too slow. Sorry. Unfortunate.
Oh my god.
Concentrating now. But yeah, so then it's like Family Guy came in, that took everything by storm because of how like edgy it was. It got parents talking. Like when we were kids, it was like the coolest thing to watch Family Guy because we weren't supposed to be watching it, but we were watching it anyway. And then
it was the first like really successful at a similar formula to The Simpsons.
It
still is.
Nothing.
I'm not even saying was. It still is hugely successful.
Right, and nothing's new under the sun, right? Like everything has an inspiration from something, and that's okay. That's absolutely fine. But then it gets a little bit oversaturated, and so a lot of things started to be like, nice. Started to be like the next Family Guy. Like they really tried. Like Netflix put out a bunch of garbage that was supposed to be like Family Guy, and then
instead of the next like original. Or just good concept of like, okay, what if we just like did Family Guy, but like all the characters?
It's like
are different.
GG's. I was smooth in that round, honestly.
Like I'll be honest. There are a lot of still clips of Family Guy that get me going.
Oh no, same, 100%, 100%. And then it's just like
some of them are just like so stupid, but they're fun. Like the one that gets me is the Van Halen Panama like car chase.
I know exactly what you're talking about is the thing.
Like I fucking love that. It's so funny to me.
There's just like, and that's the thing, there's so many memorable moments and bits and cutaways.
All those cutaways. Like some of them like are fucking stupid and some of them are just like so random and like barely even tie into what they're talking about, but they work.
Well, now that Velma's out, people have been
is about how they rented a car to drive the president. This talking about JFK. Drive the president through the street, and they're talking about, did you get all your stuff out of it? Most of it, and like stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like
just
some
like a Secret Service agent, like all nervous.
And some of it's like like on the nose. Some of it you actually have to be a little bit more like aware of the pop culture it's referencing. People were like sharing on Twitter because of the Velma show how much funnier the Scooby-Doo cutaways were in Family Guy, and it's true. It's like it was actual comedy. Oh, good thing I'm Sora. Oh, but yeah, so it's like people started to copy off of Family Guy, right? Cutaways and stuff like that. Even the, gosh darn it, Floaty Sora. Even the animation was similar to Family Guy. And then the next big thing was probably, I would say, like Archer. Archer had a style about it that like a lot of people tried to.
Archer was great.
Yeah, it's still going, I think.
I haven't watched in so long. But
Say, oh!
No way! What?
Oh!
What the fuck? That's some bullshit.
Yeah, but like a lot of like if you go even on like animation on Netflix, you can see a lot of the art style is literally just trying to like cut and paste the Archer style. No! Every time. And then I got you early too, so now I'll kind of have to be careful. But then it was probably Bob's Burgers. It was around the same time.
Yeah,
that dry, like back to like the King of the Hill kind of sense of humor. Then the gold mine hit. Then it was like the gold rush. Then it was like, okay, Rick and Morty came out and like it blew up. Like it wasn't just a good animated show. Like everyone and their mothers were talking about it. And so that's when no! No!
We take that. Good game.
Yeah, that was really good. I don't take that. I'm mad.
Well, you just did, but
shut the fuck up.
Oh man, that was a good game.
Yeah, that was
anyway,
really good.
Go on. What were you saying?
So you know, what was I saying? Rick and Morty came out. Everyone and their mothers were talking about it. It just blew up to like levels that like I don't even think the creators really.
Szechuan sauce. Szechuan sauce. That shit was insane.
Yeah.
McDonald's brought back a sauce from 1999, and you people waiting an entire day to get that shit.
Right. So it only makes sense that people would.
So underprepared for it that they had to. They literally went back to the drawing board and then re-released it like 6 months later with like 20. They made like 20 million packets of it and still ran out.
It's a cultural phenomenon for sure.
Man.
And so like when you have people like being idiots and dressed up like Pickle Ricks everywhere, you know you have something. But everyone wanted to copy it because obviously like that was the thing. And so that was Justin Roiland's style. And when you actually think about it, that's all it was I'm going to tell a joke. It's going to be very improvisational tone. And then we're just going to like drag out the joke and just be really meta about it and just like, "Oh, we're still doing the joke." Like, "Oh yeah, that's real crazy that he just did that. Oh golly gee." And like that's what the style of Rick and Morty was, which personally I thought was funny and it was fun. It was different from what we saw.
Honestly, like I forget, like the one of the ones that always gets me is the.
Oh no.
The robot where his only purpose in life is to serve butter.
What is my purpose? You serve butter. Oh my god.
Yeah, he comes like aware.
Right, because it's like this like dark humor as well, right? And so it's fine. The show's fine. The humor works. But then everyone and their mothers just wanted to capitalize on it. And
same exact shit.
Nice, Ryan.
Thank you for killing me so I don't have to hit down and beat a switch.
It's just like it got tiresome, and everyone thinks like, oh, meta equals funny, or like making fun of audience equals funny, and it's like, no, you actually have to put effort into it too, because like Dan Harmon's a great writer, so like Justin Roiland would come up with the jokes, but I'm pretty sure Dan Harmon would like workshop it with him, and be like, okay, but we need to set it up, we need to make sure it's not just like this, that, and the other thing.
I love that he would I forget which, I think it was the dude that's now a piece of shit. What did he do again?
Oh, so there's a case about him being a domestic abuser in a relationship in like it's recent though. It's like 2021, 2022. And like he prevented her from like leaving his house and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then now there's new stuff about him allegedly like talking to like minors and stuff like that, but I don't know how much of that is factual. But yeah, so it's like he would drink beer and like burp and like make it like really authentic in the studio.
I was about to say he would be out there like method acting,
right?
Which I think is hilarious. Like I remember watching the clip on YouTube. He would sit there.
Oh,
play that again. Thank you. And get back to Ivysaur faster. He would sit there and like actually just be drinking the entire time he's voice acting.
Yeah, and it would get funnier and funnier because he would start losing his faculties and stuff like that. But then
Yeah,
after
like,
a while, you know,
once do so many takes.
Right. Once you're so deep into it, I mean, that's how interdimensional cable even came to be. Was they just took all the extra stuff they had from him? GG's.
Which
0 to death.
Again, those first couple seasons, man, like those hit. I fucking loved those first couple seasons. I haven't watched any of it recently. I haven't really heard if it's like good or bad. I just like those first couple seasons.
Like,
Ryan,
you watched it, right?
Where it's revealed where Rick constantly goes and just snips memories from Morty because he'd be like emoji
the mind busters,
or like the perfectly level floor.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah.
He took them off and he just starts having a breakdown.
He can't. The world's sideways. Everything's a lie.
Yeah, it's like it's smart humor, and then that started the whole the fandom saying you have to have a certain IQ to understand. Oh, that's a whole nother thing.
Well, that shit's just stupid.
Yeah, that's just dumb 4chan Reddit people. But yeah, it just sucks that obviously this happened to these women, of course, and that he got away with it for so long. If it did happen, but I'm wondering what they're going to do with the show, quite honestly, because they were contracted for 7 seasons, and they're only on season 5 or 6. No, more than 7. It's, I think, 70 episodes.
I think it depends. You have to see those contracts because it depends. Certain times with those kind of contracts, there's stipulations. Like if you do some crazy shit, or like find out you did some crazy shit, like contract might be null and void.
Gotcha.
Like the studio might have the right to void that contract.
I just feel like Rick and Morty makes too much money for Cartoon Network. There's no way they're gonna stop the show.
Oh, it makes a stupid fucking amount. It's not just
the merch.
The IP is worth a stupid amount of money.
Yeah, I mean they were in the Space Jam movie, for goodness sakes.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah, they have a cameo.
That's funny.
So yeah, like I'm not like I do like the show, and I mean I just haven't watched the most recent season, and obviously it kind of taints. It's like the appreciation for the art over the artist. Like Chris Brown is a great singer, he's a great dancer, terrible person. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, like that's something like it's so hard to like try to deal. I most of the time like as fucked up as it is, I kind of just ignore it if I genuinely like the content. Like for example, like Michael Jackson touched children.
Allegedly.
But the dude could perform his fucking ass off.
Yeah, I guess you have a point there, because I was like, I'm thinking,
like,
right?
Like for example, they talked about that Baby It's Cold Outside, right? And how some stations got rid of it, but most didn't, and it was kind of insane and kind of not.
Yeah.
Because even the original people that sang it were like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Anyway, but no stations were like, all right, well, we're not playing Michael Jackson on the fucking 80s station. Not a single one is doing that.
I thought you had me. I didn't think I was going to win that trade.
Like, fucking MJ is on. It don't matter.
That's true. No, like, and that's interesting, because, like, and I don't know if it's different, because, like...
They still play Elvis songs. They made a movie about him.
Yeah, that's true.
And they glossed over some of the real fucked up stuff he did.
Oh my.
But, like, they're not gonna not play the famous Elvis songs that are still hitting now.
That's rough, Ryan. Yeah, it's interesting what works and what does, like, and especially with music, because, like, I saw someone talking about how, because, R. Kelly released an album while he was in prison.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy. Well, a big one for me is what you said about Chris Brown, because Chris Brown was the fucking shit when he was 16 performing at the Grammys with Run It. When he was 16 when that song came out. Right. Like, he was fucking killing it, and he was a fucking idiot and punched Rihanna years later. But like everywhere, you heard that song everywhere. Roller school dances, the roller skating, all that shit. You would always hear that song.
They were playing him at the Lido's Pizza I was in today. But then it's like, but
so, or just a random Chris Brown song.
Yeah, the Litos was playing some weird shit. They had Ed Sheeran, they had Chris Brown, they had Neo. What's Neo been up to? But it's taking me back to like, oh no, middle school dance days. Girl, let me love you. Anyway, yeah, it's just weird, like what we allow and stuff. And once again, like, okay, I'm dead. Oh, Chris Brown, like as an artist, like there's no lie, he has skill. He can do stuff. As a person, complete degenerate. He did the stuff to Rihanna, and then allegedly there was some other stuff he's been doing to women. Like he has a track record basically of
100%.
not respecting women. And then you still see all these posts about women like, oh, I don't care. I want like Chris Brown. Like I want to ride Chris Brown. I want to be on his face, stuff like that. It's like, wow, you must not respect yourself at all. It's crazy. But
that
what?
called my jump?
What?
I called my jump.
That's crazy. So yeah, it's like separating the art from the artist, but then at the same time, it's like, where's the line? And I don't really think there is a line because, like you said,
that's just kind of up. That's kind of up to whoever.
Yeah, because like
to,
MJ is the
if
king of
you,
pop.
for
MJ
example,
is the most revolutionary artist of ever, basically. And so we're not just gonna get rid of his entire legacy because he did some terrible stuff. Should we? I don't know. But that's just the case that we're in. OMG. Ryan, you've been awfully quiet. Any takes?
Same thing. Like with the Kanye shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Kanye. Well,
made fucking bangers.
yeah, he did. I mean, his new stuff is not good. But
No,
like,
but
also like,
he has so many good songs.
and then you just have sellouts like Eminem and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I mean that's insane because also like I fucking love all of Eminem's earlier shit.
And it's like now he's doing like Bored Ape Yacht Club stuff. And
Well, to be like somewhat kind of fair, like the problem is like crypto money was and still kind of is, depending on like massive.
right, and
Like,
Luke, it's
FTX dude, like literally buying the naming rights to like stadiums and shit
right.
with crypto money, like.
But you
So
also
it's
got to
kinda
think.
hard if you're a celebrity to like. You don't fucking give a fuck about crypto, but this dude is like, normally people pay you way less to promote some shit, and they're paying you like 3 or 4 times more or whatever it is.
But the issue is with that is there's been leaks, and it's not all celebrities, but most celebrities aren't even buying it. They sign NDAs and don't.
No, they don't buy it. They don't give a fuck.
And that's fraud. That's legitimately fraud.
No, if they're acting in a commercial.
No. Oh, okay. We're talking about two different things here. Yeah, the commercial different. I'm talking about the people that are like, oh, I just bought this cool NFT. It's my profile pic now.
Oh that's actual fraud and bullshit. No, I'm talking about like some people want to be in a commercial or like.
Oh, okay,
do a
I got
song
you.
with some crypto in it or something.
Right. Oh! Yeah, you were talking more like the Tom Brady stuff. No, I got you.
Yeah, like the fact that Steph Curry could get sued for doing a commercial about FTX is like crazy to me.
Yeah. Wait, is that
You
actually
didn't know they were
happening?
doing some fraud shit? Yeah, I mean, there was a class action lawsuit against like every celebrity that they had.
Well, how are they supposed to know?
Insane. No, that's my point. Like, that's insane. They were just collecting a check. Hey, just do this shit in this commercial. Like, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of that's a little much for me. Like, that's different.
Maybe like if like fucking Matt Damon. Well, it's funny because he's on crypto.com. So
Right. It's like, listen, like they weren't in like the back
It'd be funny if
rooms.
like one of them are like doing a commercial for like Bank of America, and then Bank of America defaults, and then they go sue
yeah.
fucking whoever celebrity.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around this because it doesn't really make sense to me. Because, like, everyone believed in SBF. Nice,
Oh
Ryan.
my god.
That was crazy. Oh, and he made it back. That's even
That
more
almost
crazy.
That almost killed me.
I'm so sad.
Oh, and then the trade! It's like everyone believed in SBF. So, like, how are they supposed to know it was a risk to do a commercial? Like, everyone loved SBF. And people still do, quite frankly, believe he's innocent.
Oh, he's definitely not.
He's definitely not, but people are still blinded and just like, oh, he just made a mistake. Oh, you know, he's still like the most generous billionaire in the world. And it's like, okay, come on now.
And with his fucking fraudulent money.
Right, exactly. So they're just idiots. But that blows my mind that people are actually trying to sue like the celebrities and stuff. Like,
oh, the downbeating.
Ass backwards to me. That was good, Ryan. That's the thing. These matches have all been good tonight, but Matt's just been better.
Factual.
Like, we're all pulling off good stuff, but Matt's just got that edge. He's got that sauce he's got that dog in him.
Yeah.
Oh, but Ryan, I mean, this match, Ryan's really...
He is.
Pulling it out. Pulling his dick out. Swinging it around. Oh my god. If that would have connected... Crazy. But yeah, it's just crazy. And then it's just... People get away with a lot of stuff. Like Logan Paul. Like, he'll be fine. Like, sure, his career tanked a little bit, but he'll be okay. And, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, there's a lot more worse crimes out there than crypto scams, but... we shouldn't, like, have a blind eye to it. You know what I mean? Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh.
Good weight. Good weight.
He's learning from you. You're teaching him, and he's using it against you.
I know. I told him to wait earlier, and he fucking did it against me instead of you.
Yep. Beautiful.
Oh.
So I don't know about you guys, but I've kind of been recording this whole time, right? Like I said in the text. And this whole thing pretty much sounded like a podcast.
No! Oh my god! Good shit, Ryan.
Putting it on the record. Ryan won against Matt.
Yo, that's the good game, man. That's first of this year, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Holy shit! And against my Mewtwo of all the characters I played tonight.
It's the first
Oh
of
my
the
God.
first of 2023.
You played that whole match super well.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I was quiet.
I can't believe that fucking down there, man. That down there was sick.
Yeah, that down there was
playing-
crazy. You don't go for stuff like that. What are you doing? Proud of you.
Nice. Yeah, that was crazy. Let's do it. Why not?
Oh!
That was nice.
Damn it.
Oh, the taunt? You taunted in the middle of the stage? Madman.
This is crazy.
Oh.
Stars.
I'm like genuinely scared of your Ike.
Thank you.
That's what he's been going for this whole time.
Oh my god. Come here. I heard the Last of Us show is pretty good.
Yeah, I saw it had really good reviews.
I still don't get the hype behind the game, but
I've never played more than like 3 hours of the game. I
same.
just couldn't really get into it.
Like the prologue had me hooked because it's so like sad and emotional, and then after that I was like, all right, it's basically just like cinematic
the story and
cutscenes.
the setup for it was cool, but I felt like the gameplay.
You're just
boring.
sneaking around. It's like get the point from point A to point B, sneak around, climb up a ladder. The party member will tell you like, hey, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're not dead, but get a good shot in. Oh. Nice. That was smart. Yeah, I just couldn't get into it. I was just like, what? What is the hype?
I couldn't either. Oh, that was cool.
GG's.
TV.
That was cool. I'll take that. I'm nervous. I'm anxious about who Matt is. Oh boy, I forgot you had a Joker.
I don't really have a Joker. I don't really consider it like me having a Joker. I just sometimes like to play him. I don't think I've played him much, if at all, this year so far.
One rotation after this for me.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, like Persona's another one where it's like you guys keep saying it's such a great game, but I have 3 hours in and it's just dialogue. It's just a lot to invest time in, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely did like an hour a day for like a whole summer for Persona.
Binge the fuck out of it.
Or I did like a castle a day almost.
Yeah, it's like I just got annoyed because it's like
so when I went through and replayed it, I did almost like a castle a day if I had the the whole day free.
Yeah. I got annoyed because it's like, oh, this is the bad guy. Oh, you gotta go back 3 different times to get him. Like I don't even know if I'm there the final time. I can't remember. So yes, gym teacher bad. We got it. We get it. Good. Go get gym teacher. Come back out. Go back in, get gym teacher. I was like, oh goodness. I heard it gets way better from there, but I just haven't gotten.
That's literally the worst castle.
It's like I want to fight God. I know that's what happens.
Boring part of the game. You don't really have like any like interesting persona.
I feel like
There's a lot of mechanics you haven't unlocked yet either.
Yeah, like it's just the basics.
You can buy guns and shit.
What?
Like you can buy like customizable shit.
Oh.
Like skill buffs and all that.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there. Oh my god. I just got to weapons. Like you can buy different weapons. Like airsoft guns and stuff that are actually weapons in the whatever realm. Like the premise is awesome. I love it. Oh my god. Like I say this about every game that I like, but it does definitely remind me of Kingdom Hearts. And there is like psychological stuff with it too. Because you're literally going into the mind or whatever. But I just haven't gotten to that. It's just so much dialogue and investigation, and just haven't really gravitated towards a character I like yet, besides the guy that owns the place that Joker's sleeping at.
Oh, Sojourner's awesome.
The goat.
Ow.
Your shield almost died.
It did.
Wow. That's tough. GG's.
It is. That is tough. Good game.
Are there any
Funny enough, I've never finished a New Game Plus playthrough of Persona 5.
I don't believe you.
Neither have I.
But I've beaten it
the last
3 or 4 times.
Oh wow.
Where it's like the mazes and puzzles and all that shit.
Which one? Wait,
It's like right before God. Persona 5 and Persona 5.
Yeah, what? Which? You talking about a castle?
Yeah. I've gotten all the way to there, but then I just stopped because I hate that castle.
So you haven't beaten the game, or you have?
For New Game Plus.
Oh yeah. So I normally stop. I've stopped somewhere like in the middle, just because like the problem too is I play it so much at once. Damn.
Speaking of castles, I'm going off a little bit real quick. Oh my.
Oh my god.
That's epic.
That's crazy. I was watching on YouTube. This just reminded me of Bowser's Castle. I was watching some guy go through Universal Studios Super Mario World. It looks cool. It definitely looks like something, Matt, that you would be more interested in, because it's not like super thrill ride motion sickness stuff. It's more like technical, nice, interactive like game kind of stuff. but like the setting and everything looked amazing. You're like walking through Bowser's castle, and there's like blueprints for like bomb bombs and all the items that you use for like Mario Kart, and it's all like the queue line to get to the Mario Kart ride. It just seems so innovative and so cool. Damn! I definitely want to like go and just try it sometime. I also need to go to the Harry Potter world because I've never been. I've never been to Universal at all, just Disney World. But I know Matt, the wife. Oh, I got a connection error. I can't watch anymore. Gosh darn it.
Oh, it's over.
It's over. I know the wife would not let you go to Universal over Disney World anyway.
Well, so the only time we've been together, we went with my parents and went out, which was only Disney, and then we went the day after we got engaged, which was all Disney. So the next time we do like a big long trip, see, I can't do the 2-week bullshit she was doing with her mom and whatnot. Like, it's just insane. But like, all right, one more. I can't play Dick Bane's the last one.
Sure you
Play
can.
someone else. No, I'll play someone else. Just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I know my mom could definitely do 2 weeks in Disney World if she had the option.
I think if I'm like 50, maybe.
Yeah, like,
but not right now.
When you got other things and stuff to do.
Yeah, it's just that's really long. And then I like too. So the trip we did was 6 days, and we had 6 park days because it was literally like $30 difference to have 5 days or 6 days in the park. Like the difference between days was so cheap then. So I said, screw it. Like we'll just go all 6. So we flew out at like 7 in the morning from BWI, and got to Orlando. We got to the park. We were in the hotel, checked in, our stuff dropped off, and in the park by like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, that's not bad.
So we had the rest of the day in the park, yeah. And then the day you leave, you book a late flight out of there. So it's like you go to the park in the morning. You know, give your stuff to the front desk, they'll hold it. Go back to the park, and then catch your shuttle to the airport.
Oh yeah, that's kind of nice and smooth.
Like it was nice. It was nice because we used every day. There wasn't like a down day or whatever. If we were doing a longer trip, then the down day would have been really nice.
Damn. Yeah. I was watching a video on YouTube about like how hectic it is to plan Disney vacations these days, like with a family, and like how cost effective and non-cost effective certain options are. Ooh, but it looks like so much homework. I know some people have a lot of fun actually like planning that part of the trip.
Yeah, I mean, if you do everything through Disney,
yeah,
the hotel, like your stay at a Disney resort, going to the parks every day, like then it's not that bad. Because I did it for Jamie and I's trip. Because the whole point was I surprised her with the trip, and then took my hoodie off and I had the shirt saying I asked, and she had the I said yes shirt. You know, with the Mickey handle.
Yeah, I remember you said you had to tell her boss that she needed to take time off.
Yeah, weeks ahead of time. I got the time off approved. That was also cool because she came home on a Thursday, and I was like, yeah, by the way, like you're not going to work tomorrow. Like you got to pack. We got like a.
Oh!
We have like a 7 a.m. flight. So like.
Yeah. So yeah, you're not going
to work tomorrow. Like we're going to Disney.
Ryan's coming back with the venge.
Oh my God. 62? You were he was at 30 when you hit him.
Yep. I would also like to make note that we played on the stage last time with these characters.
This is insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Sorry, I had to get the download real quick.
No.
Oh my God.
Because I was schooling you the first 2 stops.
I'm sweating and I'm not even playing.
No!
Oh my God. Oh my God, what a comeback. Holy shit.
Okay, Ryan. Okay, pop off.
GG.
He said one more and I'm gonna make it count too. Oh my God.
I apologize one time.
You don't need to apologize. That was
and then I immediately retract that apology.
That was insane.
No, don't apologize for I apologize for hitting like a 4-hit combo off stage and killing you when I'm already up 2 stocks. Don't apologize for coming back and winning. That shit's
I was
awesome.
lying anyway.
Oh, got him.
No, that was insane.
I had to play Captain Falcon last one. He's too much fun.
Yeah, that's true. He is fun.
I just didn't feel like sweating my dick off with dick veins. Oh god.
That's not good. That's really not good. That's actually bad.
No,
One might say.
I was wondering what the hell you were doing.
Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking.
Excuse me, I have to go over here and taunt. Do not hit me.
Matt, how do you feel about the Cowboys tonight? Oh my god.
Yo, what the?
You know, I think this part of the recording is going to accidentally get corrupted.
Oh my god, that was insane.
Dude.
I'm at a loss for words.
Dude.
I can't believe that shit.
You popped off.
Oh my. Jesus Christ. So I'll tell you right now, the my 5-match parlay is hitting. Or it is hitting if the Cowboys win. So I put 30 pounds on the Bucks and just what's it called? Like, I'm in the profit. Look, I also can't watch the game because it starts at like 1 in the morning for me.
Yeah. So
I hedged it so that I'm still ahead. If the Bucks win, I win like $20. If the Cowboys win, I profit like 60 or 70 pounds.
Okay, I have to do that.
So I hedged it. I hedged it because the parlay hitting all those games makes it worth to do it. Like, for me, lock up the winnings versus letting it all ride.
True. Because my parlay is about to hit if they win.
Yeah, and yours is even better because you have the Bengals on yours as well.
I didn't have the Jags on it though.
Oh, okay. So ours are the same thing because I thought.
One I had the Jags on, but I didn't have the But I had the Vikings.
Oh, got you. So yeah, your parlay that's gonna hit. If I'm you, I'm hedging it. Like lock up the winnings. I still get more if my original bet hits, but I'm now not gonna lose money.
Yeah.
That was sick.
It's a very fun thing to do when I'm losing.
It's 34. This meant to be an upbeat.
Oh!
Oh my god! No! So close! Oh my god, the sacred combo almost hit.
Well, boys, I gotta say, these matches were crazy. Matt, you popped off all night. Ryan, you popped off.
Fucked my shit up though. Against what was it, Mewtwo? Wasn't it?
Yeah, Mewtwo.
Yeah, that fucking spike that I was not expecting at all was insane.
That's how he gets in your head.
Oh man.
And you know what?
Yeah, it's some good matches.
Yeah,
honestly,
very good. You know what's really interesting is
I genuinely liked just going up against your best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we definitely have some work to do, but it does seem like when Ryan and I play a character like more in one session, we get a little bit better. We warm up and we get a little bit better than just playing them for like one round and then switching.
Yeah.
But I had the records all here, so that's all saved. But then it's weird because I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, we always stop. Like if we go longer, we always stop at 9 rounds. We never go farther than that. which is interesting.
It's funny. Like we're always like subconsciously know like okay like it's got to be just like the length of time just always matches up.
Yeah, it's just interesting. I
Funny.
figured to mention that. But yeah, that was really fun.
I mean, Ryan, your Ike for sure is your best character.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
Your Ike makes
Yeah.
me poop my pants a little bit, and maybe pee as well.
yeah.
Maybe cum as
Justin, I
well.
think-
Nope.
I don't know, honestly. I think your banjo might be a little bit better, but also I think I think the Sora is easier
To read,
It
but
sounds weird because it's not because Sora's got so many tools, but like
and like to be
I don't
honest,
know,
like
as of now, right now, I'm more worried about your banjo than your Sora
interesting.
going into
Okay,
the match.
and
Because your Sora, I'm not gonna say like solved it, but I know how to play against your Sora.
yeah, you work around it.
Like
You work around it.
like yeah, your banjo is just like I can read some of the side Bs. I don't read every one. One of those is gonna catch me.
And
and
I
wreck
do
my
some
shit.
interesting stuff with banjo. The only thing is like, the only time I really smoothed with Sora tonight was against Ryan for a few matches, and then that kill I got with you as Ivy when you were Pokemon trainer. That SD really ruined it for me. But no, like it. Yeah, I get what you mean. I've definitely it keeps like changing between like Yoshi, Banjo, and Sora. More so Sora and Banjo keep changing, but my
Yeah, 'cause
Yoshi's
that's
pretty
the other
consistent.
thing, because like you've played Sora. Not recently, you've been playing Banjo more, but like since we've been playing a lot, you played Sora a lot more than the other two,
I have to.
and so it's more of like I don't know. I get the matchup knowledge from that.
Right.